Hello friends, welcome to class 41 of my video series Mathematics for Machine Learning. Today I will be talking about an important topic, neural network. So we know neural network came into being following the neurons of animal brains. So we have several input nodes. Then we have several intermediate nodes which constitute the hidden layer, and finally the output node. So we start with input nodes, then we have hidden nodes, then we have the output node. So input nodes constitute the input layer. Information from the outside world enters the artificial neural network from input layer. Input nodes process the data, analyze and categorize it and pass it on to the next layer. So data is coming to input nodes from the world. Input node is accepting the stimulus for neurons of brain or the impulse from the outside world, and then each edge has a weight, W1, W2, W3, W11, W12, W1n, then W31, W32, W33. These are the weights of the edges, and for each input x1, x2, xn, input x1, input x2, input x3, input xn, we calculate the summation wi xi for all available weights and the impulses. I is sum over I. Then we call it say sigma. Then our output y equal to 1 by 1 plus e to the power sigma. This is a special type of activation function known as sigmoid curve. This is known as sigmoid curve, which I talked before. But other activation functions are available when and what is needed, depends on the context. Okay, so we talked about input node. Let us talk about hidden layers. Hidden layers take their output from the input layer or other hidden layers. Artificial neural networks can have a large number of hidden layers. Each hidden layer analyzes the output from the previous layer, processes it further and passes it to the next layer. So these are the hidden layers. Then comes the output layer. The output layer gives the final result of all the data processing by the artificial neural network. It can have a single or multiple nodes. For instance, we can have a binary yes/no classification problem. The output layer will have one output node which will give the result as 1 or 0. However, if we have a multi-class classification problem, the output layer might consist of one or more output nodes. So output nodes, I drew one output node, but there could be several output nodes too. There is a concept called deep neural network or deep learning. Deep neural networks or deep learning networks have several hidden layers with millions of artificial neurons linked together. A number called weight represents the connections between one node and the other. We call them edges. The weight is a positive number if one node excites another, or negative if one node suppresses another. Nodes with higher weight values have more influence on the other nodes. Theoretically, deep neural networks can map any input type to any output type. However, they also need much more training as compared to other machine learning methods. They need millions of examples of training data rather than perhaps the hundreds or thousands of a simple network might need. We heard of ChatGPT network, which uses the entire Wikipedia storage at the corpus for training it. So we have millions of nodes, and we need a large input data for our model to perform well. Backpropagation algorithm talks about the learning of neural network, how neural network train itself. Artificial neural networks learn continuously by using corrective feedback loops to improve their predictive analytics. In simple terms, you can think of the data flowing from input node to output node through many different paths in the neural network. Only one path is correct, one that maps input node into the correct output node. To find this path, the neural network uses a feedback loop which works as follows. Each node makes a guess about the next node in the path. It checks if the guess was correct. Nodes assign higher weight values to the paths that lead to more correct guesses, lower weight values to node paths that lead to incorrect guesses. So, improve a neural network train itself without any human feedback. That's an example of self-learning. Say step 3, for next data point, the node makes a new prediction which using other weight paths, then repeats step 1. So these steps 1, 2, 3 repeats alternatively. So this is known as backpropagation algorithm, by which neural network trained themselves. We heard of the Algebra network with zero memory. It plays chess with itself, and within 3 hours of learning it can beat a grandmaster. So self-learning is important, which happens without any human feedback. Some hands-on Python codes are wrong. From sklearn.neural network, import MLPC classifier, CLF equal to MLPC classifier, solver, alpha equal to L to the L1 into to the power minus 5, hidden layer sizes 5, 2. So we are configuring the hidden layers, 5 nodes and 2 layers. So there are 10 hidden nodes, random state equal to 1. So this is the model. Then ypred equal to model.predict test, confusion matrix ytest ypred as usual. In R, we use the library neural net. Model equal to neural net ytrain tilde xy x1 train plus x2 train plus x3 train. Data equal to input. Hidden equal to C42, 4 hidden layers with 2 nodes each. That is the configuration we are fixing. But it could run to 100, even millions. Linear output equal to false. Summary model ypred equal to predict x model x test, confusion matrix ytest ypred. So this is all I had to say about neural network. It's just the beginning. Today we have large language model, which are deep neural networks, and it's running on heavy data, and it's producing excellent output. It talks with human being. One can chat with ChatGPT, which is based on the deep neural network architecture. And the way neural network has been performing, it exceeded our expectation. Thank you. I'll stop here.